Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is my post-game analysis of Zenit St. Petersburg versus Khimki of the Russian Premier League. So it's a Russian Premier League game, the competition of the game. So as we all know, all the Zenit fans, we know that we are currently number one. We are the leaders to win the Russian Premier League and be soon back-to-back Russian champions. But this is going to be very, very difficult. We have our biggest rivals, Spartak Moscow, about 6 to 8 points behind us. So every single game that we play, even if it's the Russian Premier League and we're playing against a very smaller club, we have to win it. Every point counts, and we need to get as many points as we can get to build a very comfortable cushion against Spartak. I want to compete hard, and I do not want, like, the last team I want to see win is Spartak Moscow. And the points between us, it's very, very, very little. Eight, like basically 6 points, between 6 to 8 points, that's absolutely nothing. If we check 6 points, right? If we draw or lose, lose will be very, very tough, because that's no point. We get no points if we lose our league games. And if Spartak goes on a two game win streak and we lose two in a row, we're fucked, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be 6 points lost for us, and they're gonna have 6 points, and we're gonna be very, very tight, and we're gonna be tied in the for the leader, for the number one spot. So it's a very, very tight you know how do we say, championship run for us, even though we have a comfortable cushion. But we cannot lose our focus, we cannot lose our mentality. So every game counts. We cannot afford to drop any points. And of course, as a Zenit fan, I want to win the Russian Premier League. I want to be champions of Russia once again. So Khimki, I know they're not a big club. They're fighting for a relegation at the moment. But the game actually was much tighter than I thought. Like, I was just so stressed and so irritated. Like I cannot even explain it. Um, Especially losing against a relegation team and dropping, like, potentially dropping 2 points or even three if we would have, like, surprisingly lost. So it was really truly a nail biting game. Indeed it was. The final score was 3-2, and we got away with the win. But there's so much to talk about. First of all, I want to mention, please, I would love. Malcolm has to stay with us. He is on the way to becoming a true Zenit legend. He's on a roll. Like, he's absolutely playing one of his best seasons of his career. Like, he's on a roll. He's on fire. Goals after goals. And it's not just normal goals, it's beautiful goals that he's scoring, class goals. Very, very talented player. And, I just hope that I hear the news that Zenit announces that either they have extended Malcolm's contract, or, Malcolm decided to stay with us and withdraw his transfer request, because I don't understand why would he want to leave us. Like, we gave him everything he needs. I know we're not the best competition, and I know we have a lot of sanction on us. We should be competing for the Champions League. I know we may not have a chance, because teams like, Real Madrid and so many other clubs there, like, Real Madrid and Benfica, Ajax, which other teams are very good. But regardless, all these, like, top clubs in Europe, we're gonna have a tough time. Indeed, they have a lot of talent, and we have a lot of sanction on us, anyways. And I think a lot of, like, because of the sanctions, not a lot of players are willing to come to Russia and play for us. But we're fighting. We are keeping the fight on, and we want to play football. You know what I mean? Even though it is tough, we should be competing, because at the moment, we are the champions of Russia at the moment. If things stand, and if we keep fighting, and we win the Russian Premier League, we should be, uh, if the sanctions were not on, we would be in the Champions League. So I don't understand like why. I understand, but I don't at the same time. Like he's already a legend at the club. You know what I mean? Like Malcolm is an absolute fantastic player for us, and I like every time I see Malcolm on the field, I just feel a sense of specialness. I feel happy. I feel excitement. I feel like this is gonna be a very good game, and he's gonna put up just a beautiful goal for us. You know, so that's why I was saying that I really want to keep Malcolm. He has to stay, and he scored two very beautiful goals for us, and we started the game with a 2-0 advance, basically 2-0 lead in front of Khimki, and we were playing really well. Everything was going good, everything was going great, and we had the game in our hands, and everybody was comfortable. All the Zenit fans, including me, were all like, okay, this is gonna be a very comfortable match for us. And all of a sudden, it's 2-2. 2-2, and how things all of a sudden took a turn, and I started getting nervous. I started getting frustrated. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? And I know these two goals that we gave to Khimki, it was put like the blame was kind of shifted towards our youngster Robert Renan. But listen. I want to say first of all is he's still a youngster. He still has a lot to learn. It's a new club, and the pressure is on. But he's still very very young. I have to make you guys remember that Renan is 19 years old. He's still a youngster. He still has a lot to learn. He just came from a new country, and he came to Russia. It's not been a long time. He hasn't had the time yet to establish himself with basically in Russia, but also with his new club. So it's gonna take a few time, and he has a lot to learn yet. You know what I mean? So it was really a little unfortunate, and I feel like if I was the manager, I wouldn't give him too much playing time. I feel like yesterday he was giving a little too much playing time, and he made two very costly mistakes that tied the game 2-2. So it was a very very nail biting match, and it really got me nervous. I was really, I would say at that moment, I was really pissed off. I was like, Renan, what are you doing? Like it was getting really stressful, and I was not willing to lose 2 points or worse, a loss against Khimki, who was fighting for relegation. It would just be really, I would just really be pissed off and just swearing and swearing and swearing. You know what I mean? But regardless, I feel like I think like after the game, I was just like really feeling bad for Renan, and just because then I just remembered that, okay, like come on, like Renan just came. He's 19 years old, and he came into a new club, and even worse, like a new country. You know what I mean? Like it's two very very major changes, and I was just really like, okay, like I just felt really bad for the youngster, and that's that. But regardless, I mean, two very costly mistakes by Renan on our two goals that we let in, so it was 2-2, and then. And then at the 90th minute, man, holy, what a goal. What a goal. I cannot even explain the feelings. Like, it was stressful. It was 90th minute plus five, additional minutes that were coming. And, we had to fight for the win. We just had to win that game. Everybody was stressed. Everybody was, even frustrated even. And then Arsen Adamov keeps the ball in play. Like I know the goal of Mantuan, it was perfect. Mantuan is an absolute class player for us. I'm just really happy to have him at our club, because Mantuan, beautiful header, puts it in and just wins the game for us. It was absolute scenes. It was just beautiful. I lost my voice. Like I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. It was insane. I think a lot of people, everybody says, oh, like Mantuan, like legend. But a lot of people slept on Arsen Adamov's pass, because without him the goal would not even be possible. Like the fact that he hustled, and like the ball was that close of being out of bounds, like he was that close on the line. Like I was literally stressed. I was looking at the referee when we scored that goal. I was looking at the referee to see, hopefully the ball is not out. But holy, Arsen Adamov absolute legend, absolute legend. Holy, he gained my respect and he gained my love. But Mantuan, beautiful goal, beautiful header, absolute scenes, beautiful celebration. Everybody went crazy. I went crazy. I lost my voice. I was like, I could not believe what happened. It was a magical moment. So 3-2 was the final score. I just have, I think I like we need improvements indeed. Like we have a lot to improve on. It wasn't like the best of games, but I did feel electric. It was electricity out here. It was a beautiful moment, beautiful scene. Everybody was losing their mind. It was insane. It was an insane game, but it should not have had happen. Like if we see football and just as a point of view from the manager, with a very very neutral mentality, it was not a good game for us. We slacked a lot defensively and maybe a little bit with the midfield as well. We finished the game well, which is very very good, but we have a lot to improve. So there's a lot of improvements needed, and we need to fix our mentality a bit. We need to just be strong, get stronger defensively. So see you guys next game this Wednesday against Dynamo Moscow, for the Russian, Q-Book Russian Cup. See you guys there. I think it's like the round 5 or quarterfinals. I think around that. So see you guys there. It's gonna be a very tight game against Dynamo Moscow. They're a very good club, so I expect a very tight game. It's gonna be a good fight indeed. So see you guys this Wednesday against Dynamo Moscow. We're gonna be taking on. I think it's gonna be a home game, so we're gonna be playing at Gazprom Arena. So it's going to be a home game for us. A lot of Zenit fans are going to come. I'm really excited to host Dynamo Moscow. It's going to be a good game. So see you guys Wednesday. Once again, I keep repeating it because I'm just really excited for this matchup. So that's that. See you guys. Why do I keep repeating see you guys there? Okay, regardless. Wednesday, we are going to be facing against Dynamo Moscow at home. So Slava Zенit. Slava Zенit, Slava Zенit. I hope all of you have a beautiful day. Take care, everybody, and peace out. Bye bye.